Hi Engineering Janta, I am Vaibhav Shukla and today we'll be discussing about the TCS NQT interview guidance. Yes, you guys have forced me enough to make this video. I had told you in a session, in a video, I had asked students that if you really want me to build a video on TCS NQT interview guidance, go ahead, nudge me in the comments, push my team in the comment section that you want me on this particular topic and I'll be there for you. So, I have been loyal to my promise. You have pushed us enough and I am here. So know the power of your comments. Your comments are highly powerful. Go ahead, utilize that well. Fine. Also, all those who want to directly connect to me, all those who want to directly want answers from me, who directly want guidance from me, this is my Instagram handle, Shuklaji Speaks. Go ahead, follow it. There you will get full on personal guidance because look, I am also a human being, I am handling that account, so I'll not say that I'll reply to every query immediately. Not possible, hundreds of queries aati hain. But despite of that, I'll try my level best to clear those queries in the period of time. So if you've sent a doubt, your doubt will be catered. Very soon it will be catered. I'll somehow respond to it. Don't worry. Fine. So you can follow me on Instagram and follow us on all the other social media handles so that you never miss any hiring update at your end. Fine. Any TCS NQT update shouldn't be missed by you. So go ahead, follow us. Now let's dive in deep and understand about the interview guidance. And I would tell you one thing, that if you really want to succeed in interview, the first thing you should know for TCS NQT is that DSA is something you cannot miss. Fine. This skill alone can make you grab profiles like Digital. I'm not saying Prime, but at least Digital. Fine. So start with the revision of DSA. As I always say, basic concepts are the building blocks. So what you should do is start with the revision of basic concepts. That is very essential, and it is great time now to invest in the top 150 not out questions. That list that I have built, I'll show you where you can find that list. You simply go to the internet and what you can do is you search here top 150 not out. Fine, not out, and all you need to write along with this is prep insta. Fine. So as soon as you write prep insta, top 150 not out prep insta, as you write it, what you get is this particular link of top 150 not out questions with solutions. So this top 150 not out liked questions, this particular page is super important for you. Why am I saying so? Because if you carefully see, on every topic, there are a few questions. For example, if you see in array and hashings, if you see, there are some 9 questions, fine. And if you go ahead and see in 2 pointers, there are just 5 questions. So these are very frequently asked high level topics. And if you know these 150 questions on your fingernails, मैं बार-बार ये बात बोलता हूँ, I have repeated this n number of times. If you know this on the fingernails, then believe me, Amazon, Adobe, any product-based company, any service-based company is a cakewalk for you in the DSA round. Why? These are not just 150 questions. These are 150 patterns. So if you know these 150 patterns, you can actually prepare yourself and you can actually build on those patterns. Even if a new question comes, it is going to be a combination of these patterns. Fine. 2 patterns from these 150 would be picked, they'll be merged and a new question would be formed. If you are good and well versed in these 150 patterns, nobody can beat you further. Fine. Nobody can beat you in a new question because new question is framed out of these basics. So if you've prepared these 150 questions, sorted, game done. Fine. So please do this. Now what you can do is, alongside this, go ahead, work on your skills and your projects. Fine. They are show stealers. Believe me, they are show stealers. Trending skills like AI, ML, Spring Boot, they should be in your resume. Some skills that are not written here are cyber security. Fine. This is also a very good skill. So cyber security, if you have it and you have good projects on it, Nothing like that. Fine. AI, ML, definitely a big deal. Data science, also a very big deal for freshers. So this is also a good skill. Fine. And projects on these skills should be there. Now, why I'm focusing so much on projects? The reason is, if in your resume projects are reflecting well, then it is going to give you an idea that how exactly fluent you are in that skill. For example, I am your recruiter. Fine. How would I know that you're a very good student? How would I know that you're very good at this skill? By looking at your project, no. So for that, work more on your project, work a lot in terms of your project, put good projects, describe them well in an ATS friendly manner in resume. You can take help of ChatGPT for that. Now, if you want me again to build that video that how you can do this, fine, you'll very soon get it. As simple as that. The answer to it is, I'm building a video for it, but if you genuinely want the guidance on that, all you can do is you just put a message from your side if you want in comments. Otherwise, a video is very soon going to come on ChatGPT as well, that how you can use ChatGPT for actually formulating your resume in a very good manner for TCS NQT. Fine. And if you like that video, drop a thanks message in the comments. That is basically my fuel to build videos. Fine. So try writing projects in the resume in an ATS friendly manner, as I told you. But important is that you know everything end to end about your project. Fine. You describe everything end to end. You describe the tech stack well, and you know how it is functioning. Fine. Aisa nahi that you pick up something from internet and you paste it. That shouldn't be there. Fine. That is not good. So I would simply suggest you, please go ahead. Please try writing in ATS friendly manner. That is highly essential. Now, step 3 is CS fundamentals, and I have explained them a lot of times, but today I'll dive in deep. I'll explain you in detail what exact topics should you cover for these CS fundamentals for interview, and that is why I have left so much space so that I can cover a lot of topics. So I'll begin with OS. The first thing you should do is process scheduling. Fine. So in this CPU scheduling or process scheduling, it is called first come first serve, shortest job first, SRTF, round robin, priority scheduling. All these algorithms, study them. Fine. Then comes process synchronization. Fine. Now in process synchronization, you do not need to study everything. Fine. Here only you need to study semaphores. Once you have studied semaphores, then you come to the deadlocks. Fine. You come to the deadlocks, and in deadlocks, what you need to study is banker's algo, and then resource sharing. Fine. So resource sharing graphs. So you need to study these two things in deadlocks, and then a bit of, not a lot, but a bit of memory management. Fine. Here you should focus more on paging. Fine. And then disk scheduling. Now in disk scheduling, you should only read the prominent disk scheduling algorithms like scan, cscan, look, clook, fine, things like that. So that is pretty much for OS. How will you study it? One thing is, you simply go to Prep Insta Prime. Fine. There you can study it, because on Prep Insta Prime it is structured in the TCS course itself. I'll show you. Apart from that, what you can do is, if you do not have enough money, then I always say free में भी धूमधाम से तैयारी होती है, but for that you need to work a lot. You need to put a lot of effort, a lot of extra time. Fine. So you'll need to get all the notes for all these topics from somewhere so that you study them. Now, from where you can study this on Prime, I'll show you. See, simply you go to Prep Insta and you simply search Prep Insta Prime. Fine. So when you search Prep Insta Prime, this is the site that is going to open, and if you go here and if you see that there are few trending courses, Here it is, TCS NQT Ninja. You simply click on TCS NQT course and you check its syllabus. In its syllabus, you'll have proper core subjects for interview preparation. See, DBMS, then you'll have SQL, I'll come to it, how to cover it. Then you'll have operating systems, computer networks, everything covered in detail. And if you see in OS also, everything is covered in detail. See, deadlock, processes, process scheduling, types of OS, concept of virtual machine, fine. Then you'll have memory management, everything is given. So you can study OS from here, fine. Now, once you've studied OS, then DBMS and SQL, here ER diagrams, fine. This diagram isn't looking good, so I'll write it again. So ER diagrams, fine. And then relational DBs, databases, fine. And then SQL and normal forms. For this, I told you that you can go ahead on Prime and you can study this out. SQL end to end is covered. I'll show you again. Here, the SQL is end to end covered in this particular course. Now see, SQL is a separate module here. So you will have every detail, concept of keys, alias, joins, group by, everything, fine. And if you're facing some financial struggle, then for you, I have this Get Prime. You simply go to any subscription that you like, and in the coupon code section, you simply write my name Shukla10. So this is my surname Shukla and 1010. So Shukla10 is the code, and you simply apply it, you'll get some discount immediately, fine. So that is going to help you financially, and henceforth that is what you need to study in DBMS. Now, for all those who cannot afford even that, for you, still it is possible. What you need to do is go to your college library, whatever book you find for SQL and DBMS, pick that up, read it through and through, fine. Now coming to computer networks, here a lot of confusion goes on, fine. So what you should study first is, you should go for, first of all, basics of network, where OSI versus TCP model, then STP, UDP, network devices like switches, hubs, fine, devices. Here I haven't written indexing, so please in DBMS also you write indexing, fine. So in CN, network devices, network security, and protocols as well, fine. So protocols also. Also alongside this, you can study cryptography and digital signature, fine. Now where do you find this? Where do you find all this content? So Prime, as I told you, one option. Otherwise, if coming to books, then one of our computer networks teacher, who was a very fine gentleman, he told me a book named Tannenbaum, fine. So this is the name of author basically, Tannen. It is not letting me write here. Let's see if I can write. Yes, I can. So Tannenbaum is the name of the author. He is a foreign author and written a wonderful book. And this was told to me by my teacher. Initially, I didn't study it, but later on when I picked this book up, I never left it. It is such a wonderful book. It helped me a lot to crack my first company, which was a product-based company again. But to crack the product-based company, this was one of the deciding factors. So I would suggest you reading this book. And this is available in PDF as well for free. So you can go ahead and check that out on internet. Tannenbaum is the name of the author. And thank you, sir. A big shout out to my teacher, Dr. Chandra Devakar, who made me this capable. Otherwise, I'll not be this capable to even speak. Fine. I am a man made by my teachers. So then Tannenbaum, and then if you go further, he also told me one more book, which was Bahruz A. Foruzan's book. Fine. So this is the name of the writer, Bahruz A. Foruzan. So this particular writer has also written a very good book, and one can check this book out. And if you do not understand Tannenbaum, then Behrouz Forouzan is an option. He is also an author, and a wonderful book has been written by him. Then you come to software engineering. Very easy concepts, not much. You need to study SDLC, all the models like waterfall model, V model, spiral model, agile methods, fine, methods. Then you have to study software testing. All kinds of software testing you should study, like beta testing, alpha testing, user testing, fine, and black box testing, white box testing. Read everything here, fine. That would help you out. Read about software development lifecycle, read about software management, software quality. That would help you here, fine. So this is about CS fundamentals. And if I move on, then communication is the key. This is very, very important. Brush up your communication skills. Now, how do you do that? A lot of people struggle, I know. I'll tell you the practical solution. Write the questions in the notebook, write the answers to them. For example, always a question is asked, XYZ, whatever I name. For example, my name is Vaibhav, then Vaibhav, go ahead, tell something about yourself. So you have to introduce yourself. Prepare that introduction in a written format. Keep that copy aside, ask that question from yourself, keep that copy aside, sit in front of the mirror and answer that question. Now, a very important tip. Till the time you see the paper in front of eyes, you cannot speak with confidence. Just read it, don't cram it. Read it, understand what you are trying to explain to somebody, keep it aside and start speaking as if you're telling them about yourself, because that's what you're doing, fine. So be confident. आपके मामा जी का नाम आपको सबसे अच्छा पता है. You know your uncle's name best, fine. They don't know your uncle's name. So whatever you will tell will be the truth. So tell in a manner that you know the best about yourself. Go ahead with that confidence and that will help you clear the communication part, fine. Be very, very confident while speaking. How do you gain this confidence? People say n number of things that you sit in front of mirror, you go ahead, speak to people and confidence would come. Remember one thing, confidence breeds from knowledge, as simple as that, period. If you have knowledge, you'll have confidence to speak. And how do you have that confidence to speak? Once you're so sure on whatever you've studied, then you can automatically go ahead, open up in front of anybody. But when it's about ourselves, why aren't we that confident? The reason is we don't know a lot about ourselves. We don't introspect, fine. So sit with yourself, spend some time, think about yourself and prepare a good introduction about yourself, where what is your education, what have you done, what projects have you done, what internships have you done, and explain it to the recruiter as if he was somebody who doesn't know you and you want to explain him that who you are under a minute or in 1.5 minutes. Okay? So in that you explain that and you can practice, you can use these techniques of sitting in front of mirror, you can use the technique of spilling out things in front of somebody like your mother, your father. But I would sincerely suggest you, confidence is a byproduct of knowledge. So focus more on knowledge and develop a spine of speaking, fine. So that would help you out here. Now, a lot depends on how you present your views, fine. So present them carefully, present them in a manner that they are actually good to listen to, they are actually good to understand, fine. So practice HR guesstimates as well. That is one very important thing. When HR round comes, a lot of people don't know that how to present themselves in front of HR, how to answer the aptitude or the puzzle questions that they ask. So do practice these guesstimates. You can find them on prepinstaprime.com as well as on prepinsta.com. So वहाँ से इसको practice कर लो. This will help you a lot. And remember one thing, I'm again and again saying it since last week because I'm getting a lot of doubts regarding this. And I can sense that a lot of students are feeling that this is the last exam on earth, or this is the exam that would change their future. Yes, it can, but this is not the last exam on earth, fine. If you clear it, great. If you don't, no issues. Failure is an option. I always tell you this. You don't have an option when you think that this is the last exam. This is not. Believe me, you are destined to do better things in life, even bigger than this exam. This exam can just be a step in your journey, fine. So keep it like that. Keep it like that, fine. Don't give it over importance, but don't underestimate it as well. Keep a balance. Study for it, Stay calm, tension mat lo, things will be in your favor. All you need to do is practice all this. Whatever I have taught you, keep it in mind and work hard upon yourself. Talk to yourself. That is very, very essential for interview. That is how you will communicate well. Fine. When things here and here are clear, when in mind and heart things are clear, then only your voice supports the idea that is breeding here. Fine. So be very, very particular about that. Don't panic. Do not think that what if I do not clear this exam? You'll do something better. Fine. So remember, जो कुछ नहीं करते वो कमाल करते हैं. Fine. Think it like that. कुछ नहीं होगा. Things would be very positive and stay optimistic. Effort 100%. That is important. That is very, very important. Fine. So put your 100% effort and rest. Leave to the bhagya. It will automatically go ahead in favor of yours. Fine. So if you've liked this video, the first thing you should do is go ahead, spread this knowledge, irrespective of that you share the video or not. Video share karo ya mat karo, knowledge share karo. That is important. Fine. Make an informed society. Keep doing good for others. Good will come back to you. Fine. And top 3 comments might stand a chance to win Prep Insta Prime subscription for free for 3 months. So do not miss out on that chance. And if you directly want to send your doubts to me, you know how to connect to me now. And this is my Instagram handle where you can connect to me. Fine. You can follow me here and then you can send me your doubts if you want to. Apart from this, remember, whatever good you learnt here, leave it to me. Fine, and leave it to yourself as well. खुद के पास भी, अपने मेरे पास भी. But whatever you find bad, just let it stay with me. Don't take it with yourself. Fine. I am also a human being. I might not have perfections. I'll be an imperfect human being. So leave those imperfections inside me. Whatever good you felt, take it with yourself. Go ahead, spread it in the society. Make a happy and peaceful society to live into. Keep doing good as I said. Good will come back to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.